Commercial radio has a tendency to be one-sided. They don't always examine the issues from both sides.
News media used to be the fourth estate of government. Now it seems like the news media is for the state. And that's a problem for me because I don't want media to feed me my opinion.
Underserved markets and people who normally don't have a voice, such as myself, we're finding different media outlets because there isn't fair representation in the current media structure.
I tell people that it's the battle of the behemoths. You have the Viacoms and the GEs and the Comcasts and the Microsofts and the Googles, and they're all battling it out.
Our biggest challenge is to communicate, to get there, to send the message. And many times to send a message when you need to send a message immediately, in case of an emergency.
We don't have media markets that cater to us. We're considered a niche market, if you will. So with the resilience that we have, we say, well, we can't go through the front door, so we'll cut a hole in the window and enter in.
The role of community media, we can't really take on any of those big guys. I mean, they have already, they already flexed their muscles, even with low power radio, trying to keep our little bits of service off the air. But what we can do, and what we have been somewhat successful in doing, is taking the existing infrastructure, like low power radio, and trying to carve out bits of it and pieces of it that we're able to control and that we're able to make sure we have some protection for being able to keep. I think as community media activists, we need to consolidate our ability to use that function and those functions, to use the technology and to use the ease of distribution access, and to try and really strengthen that for our own progressive messages. And continue, it's not just putting the hands of media and people anymore, because people have it in their hands. It's collaborating with each other so that we can really amplify our own voices.
Bringing up that internet programming and getting on air with the internet is the way for us to do that at this particular time. Not only to get used to creating good quality radio programs and learning how to do that process, but also starting to gain the listenership and the support we'll need for when and if we get the low power FM license.
I think media can be a really powerful tool if coupled with, organizing and, whatever else. So, yeah, and education. I guess media is really important in that as well.
We don't have a voice, we don't have a forum to talk about what's going on. Local community radio means that we actually have the opportunity to talk about these issues, to find out more information, and most importantly, to find the tools that we need to be able to organize.
To make a difference and to make yourself heard, community radio is the place to be. In order to put your opinions, to understand what you're talking about and what's happening around your community, we need community radio. Let's get involved. Let's just not talk about it, let's do it. Let's make a difference.
All people of all kinds, and everybody has a voice. And I know everybody has a voice, and they have the right to use it.
I believe that information is power, that knowledge is power, and so I congratulate the Prometheus Radio Project for empowering people, for uplifting people, for inspiring Americans with good, truthful information about the kind of public policy we need in our nation.
Para más información de radio comunitaria, visita la página web prometheusradio.org.